Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today I have 4 gorgeous fall projects to share with you. It is part of the DIY Fall Challenge hosted by Heidi Sonboul DIY. I will have more on her in just a little bit, but let's get to the crafts. So for this first craft, I have one of the pumpkin wood cutouts from Dollar Tree, and I have some fall cording, fall colored cording that I'm going to start wrapping this pumpkin with. So I'm just going around the edge, and then I am just going to continue that all the way through right into the center of the pumpkin. And now I'm taking some ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I took a green piece, an orange piece, and then this piece has some leaves on it. Now, I am the world's worst bow maker, so I kind of, cut it out so that you guys didn't have to suffer through that. And now I'm just taking some more of that ribbon with the leaves, and I am making the little tails for the bow. I'm going to just hot glue that like right under the bow, and then I will dovetail the ends. So then I'm just going to tack down the tails so that it doesn't end up covering the word. And then I just take a piece of the twine and make a little knot at the bottom, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the back of the pumpkin. And then I realized I had enough of the cording to go around the edge of the pumpkin. So that's what I did, just to cover the wooden piece so that it doesn't show around the side. I hope you understand that. I hope that makes sense to you. But you'll see anyways. And that's it for this project. I think it came out so adorable. Let me know what you guys think. So for this second project, I'm taking one of my summer wood signs that I got from Dollar Tree, and I am just putting some craft paper on the back to cover up the design and also just to kind of give it a finished look. And then I'm just trimming all of the excess, and yeah, that's it. So now I'm flipping it over, and I was trying to decide which pattern I was going to use for the sign, and I ended up going with this like yellow truck with some pumpkins. It's from Walmart, I believe. And yeah, so I just put some Mod Podge on both the board or the wood piece itself and then over the fabric as well. And now I'm taking one of those coverable pumpkins from Dollar Tree, cut it in half, and then take the, the top where the stem is, and just cut that off. And now I'm just going to take this half pumpkin and I'm going to hot glue it to the sign. And then I just grabbed a bunch of my fall floral and I am just going to kind of pick through it and cut some of the stems off. And then I will just arrange it how I think it should be arranged. And then I am taking some more of that ribbon that has the leaves on it. And I just kind of did like a loop around. I don't know how to explain it. And then I just took some of the twine and kind of cinched it in the center. I'm going to dovetail the ends and then I will just glue it to the top of the sign. Now I'm thinking I probably should have stopped there, but I ended up taking one of these really big sunflowers. Well, not really big, but one of the bigger sunflowers. And then I took the package with the small sunflowers and I kind of surrounded the big sunflower with the little ones. You'll have to let me know if I should have just stopped before the sunflowers or not. But that is it for this project. I think it's pretty adorable. I'm still on the fence about the sunflowers, but the rest of it I think is super, super cute. Let me know what you guys think. So today's video is part of the DIY Fall Challenge hosted by the one and only Heidi Sonboul. She is so amazing, guys. I know you probably all know her already. If somehow you don't, you owe it to yourself to go visit her channel. Again, she is just absolutely amazing. You won't be disappointed. So for my next project, I am going to be using my chalk couture supplies. I am a designer for chalk couture And I will have my link tree in the description box. If you are interested, go ahead and click on that and it'll bring you right to my site. Or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So what I'm doing here is called fuzzing. And because it's a new, well, you should do it anyways, but this is a new transfer, so I wanted to make sure that I did a lot of fuzzing. So the fuzzing takes some of the sticky away because these transfers are very sticky. So anyways, this is one of the signs from couture, and or one of the surfaces from couture, and I am going to use this and the welcome to our patch transfer. Now I'm taking out all of my chalk that I need for this project, and I am going to start chalking. I also, in the link tree, will have a complete supply list of everything that I used for this project. So if you are interested, you just have to click on that and it'll bring you right to the shopping cart, and you can add or take away as much as you want, and you'll be able to create this beautiful piece too. So here you can see that I am like dabbing some of the chalk, like the different colors. And once I go over it with the little squeegee, it's going to make this beautiful, like rainbow color, like the leaves that you see on the trees outside. Anyway, I can't explain it, but you'll see in just a second. It's gorgeous. Now here comes the magic. I think this came out so beautiful. Can you see all the different colors in those leaves? I just absolutely love how it came out. Let me know what you guys think. Now for this last project, I'm taking one of the pumpkin garden signs that they had at the Dollar Tree. Wow. And I took the post thing off, and I also just took the bow off, and I am giving it 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint, and I am doing the leaves as well. So now I'm taking one of these wood trays. It came in a set, like a nesting set, and I got it from Amazon. And I'm just giving it 1 coat of the white Waverly chalk paint. And then I have some like geometric shaped beads that I got from Woodpecker's Crafts. And so I am just kind of laying those out in a pattern that I like, and then I will glue them all to the rim of this tray. And once I have them all on, I think about the fact that I probably should have done something with them so that they're not the natural wood color. So I took a very small brush, and I am using the antique wax, and I am going over every one of those beads with the antique wax, which took a little time, but I think it was worth it in the end. And I do end up giving the back of that tray a coat of white paint later on. And then I'm taking a brush, a bigger brush, and I am doing some dry brushing on the tray and the pumpkin. And the pumpkin, when it's dry brushed, you can see all the detail. It's really, really pretty. I probably did it a little darker than I should have, but I think it still looks so pretty. So the tray I did think was too dark, so I just took some more of the white paint and I went over the antique wax to kind of tone it down a bit. So now I'm taking some of the tumbling tower blocks and I have to glue them to the back because of the way the pumpkin is shaped. There's really nowhere to glue it where it'll stay on the tray. So I started out with some hot glue and some super glue, and I ended up having to take the hot glue off, and I just went with all super glue in the end. And I just, yeah, so I sat that down with just the super glue. And then on the other side of the block, I used the wood glue and the hot glue to glue it to the tray itself. And then I just put something heavy on top of it just to kind of hold it down until the super glue dried on the other side of the blocks. Then I take some of the twine and I'm just going to do one of those finger bow things. I just kind of wrap it around my fingers and just take another piece and cinch it around the center. And guys, that is the best bow that I can possibly make. As I said earlier in this video, I am the world's worst bow maker ever. So I glue the bow to the pumpkin and I just glue the tails down so they stay in place, and that's it. I think this is so pretty. I just really, really like this piece. I may end up going and lightening the pumpkin, but you guys have to let me know if you think that's a good idea or if I should just leave it alone. And of course, let me know what you guys think of this one. I would like to thank Heidi for allowing me to participate in her challenge. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give me a great big thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you will stick around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time. Bye.